Happy Saturday to you, everyone. It's a sad Saturday for me and Cattle Dog here because I tell you what, we have really enjoyed this week. Just kind of refreshing and knocking off a little rust on the agility tables and the A-frame, the dog walk, the seesaw, just doing dog agility. It's a lot of fun. And by the way, if you caught yesterday's Facebook Live and you didn't catch the end of it, I encourage you to go ahead and check out a video that Evan posted on there right after the Facebook Live. It showed Captain going over the single bar jump, set an all-time personal best by 2 full inches, man. That was way to go. He skied over that thing, which was really surprised to me because Captain is referred to as, he's over here scratching his head, just being a goofball that he always is. Some people have referred to Captain lately as being a little bit stout. So we just kind of take that as, yeah, he got some muscles on him, and maybe with those muscles, he's able to get up over that bar. But today we're going to talk about the pause table that I'm sitting on here. That's a requirement in dog agility, and I think it's a really cool one because dog agility is about speed. But I also love to push dogs. I love to make them think. I love to make them do things and contradictory things that you would never even think you would do at that moment. And the pause table is exactly that. It'll take a dog going 50 miles an hour. I mean, just shooting across that agility course. And they got their hair blown back. Your hair's blown back from watching them. It is so cool. Then all of a sudden they hop on this pause table. That's it. It's like stop action. It's like someone just stopped the darn film right then and there. And they have to hop up on the table, and they have to either sit or lay down. It just depends upon the judge and the competitions and what their rules are. But either way, they have to come to a stop, sit or lie down till the judge counts to 5. And sometimes that can be the most god-awful longest 5 that you've ever heard in your life. But he'll count to 5 or she'll count to 5. And then when she does, you're allowed to release your dog from the obligation of being on the table, and they can tear out again. And then the next thing we're going to go over today is over here. This is called the tunnel. Cattle Dog free. The tunnel is way cool. It's an easy apparatus to train, probably the easiest of them all. Right now I've got this one stretched out, and I even have it curved a little bit. But when you train it, I'll show you in a second here how we started off. But with Captain here, he loves the darn thing. Cattle Dog, tunnel. Oh, buddy, there you go. Oh, boy, and he just comes tearing out of the back of that thing there. He just loves it. Doesn't matter that they can't see the end. Cattle Dog, tunnel. Woo! There you go, buddy. Right out of there. And immediately he wants that treat. So again, he's a crazy man. He's typical cattle dog. He's crazy as all gets out. But let's go ahead and do the pause table first. Let me show you how we train the pause table. All right, like I mentioned on the very first day of dog agility, there are some obedience commands your dog should know before you use those during agility training. The biggest mistake that people make with the pause table is this is where they want to train down. This is where they want to train that super rock solid sit. No, agility is about speed, about not hesitating. Don't let this become a dreaded device. You'll see some dogs flying through the course, and then all of a sudden, table. And you literally see them slow down like, oh God, I have to go get on the table and I have to lie down because this is where I get in trouble if I don't do things correctly. Free. So don't do that. Teach your dog, sit, off the table, down, off the table. Then, once your dog can do that very well, do it on the table. Now again, you can come up with any command that you want for any of these obstacles in agility. Me, I just kind of call them what they are. I say tunnel, I say table, I say A-frame, I say teeter, seesaw, dog walk. I just, makes sense to me, works for me. Find out what works for you. Okay, but now the next thing is hop up on the table. If these tables, the height of them will be adjusted per the height of your dog for the competition. But they're not going to be so high that it's something that a dog can't do. It's really easy. It wasn't the whole idea that you actually have to sky up onto something really high. It was the fact that you could switch gears on a dime, hop on a platform, slow it down so you don't slide off the other end of it, and sit or lie down upon command. and then hold that. That's control till the count of 5. Okay, so once you've done your sit or your down, then now do it on the table. Okay, you can do it on the table. And for those dogs who have a little bit of a confidence issue with the tables, just do that for a little while. Table. Good boy, good boy. Just let them hop up there, stand for a little bit, pet them some. Great time to have a treat for them. You can also, free, let them see you put a treat right on the table. I don't like to do this very much. I will do it for the dog that's a little skittish about the table. But do me a favor. Once they get up there and they have half of a level of a confidence, do not do this any longer. Because here's what will happen. If you continuously put a treat on the table, just watch what Captain does. Table. Okay, so where do you think his mind is on this moment? A treat. A treat. Not on Bryan. Not on the fact that I might need to make him sit, or the fact that I may need to make him lie down quickly. No, he's going to hunt for a treat. And guess what happens in competition when there's no treat? He's spinning around, searching all over for the treat. You see this a lot in place training when you teach your dog to hop on a cot or a mat, and people use a ton of treats on those cots and mats long after they need to. And now the dog's entire focus is on the treat that they are convinced is on that mat or on that cot. So I caution you about that. Just 1 or 2 times, just enough for the animal to overcome any fear of getting on the table. All right, free. Then have a release word. So many times we want our dog to table, we want them to down, count to 5, and then yell go. My problem with that, and what Captain's problem would be with that, is my go sounds like my no. And they can actually cause confusion in the animal. A stop or a false start. They'll start to go, then they'll stop. And then you got to yell it again because they didn't go. So you yell go again, and then they really stop. And now you're just, it looks horrible. So don't do that. I use free. It come up again with anything, but don't use any word that in the heat of battle, in the heat of competition, wind blowing through my ears, that I can mistaken for a word that means don't do what you're about to do. All right? Free. So I just use free. Have the dog hop off. Okay, so in short, table, get on the table. Once they're up, down, count to 5. And when I practice this, a lot of times I count to 3, then let them off. Sometimes I count to 7 and let them off. Count to 10. In other words, don't pay attention to me counting or the judge counting or whoever practices with you. That's not what you pay attention to. You pay attention to table, down or sit, and free. That's it. That is it. Kind of like a complex signal for releasing from place. You return to the dog, you take control of the dog, you tell the dog free. Don't care about the judge, what they look like, what they sound like. Table, down, free. That's it. Make sure you do that. Free. Okay, so that's the table. On the tunnel, I'm going to go ahead and take him off here. Go, dog. Go. Come on through there, buddy. Good job. When we start the tunnel, real simple. It's kind of like a big slinky. And there's, by the way, there are 3 different types of tunnels in agility competitions. One of them is just a solid tube. It looks like something that you'd get from out of a drainage ditch. They're just solid, made of solid tubes, and they are absolutely straight. The dog can look in one end and see out the other. Then there are the drape tunnels, or the collapsible tunnels. And they will be solid, looks typically like a 50-gallon drum to the end of it. So a distance of about 2 or 3 feet of solid tunnel. And then there's a drape that lies on the ground. Those are more difficult to train because the dog can't see. When the dog enters the tunnel, it's dark. So in the beginning, you have to lift up those drapes so they can see through it, and then slowly over many practice sessions, start lowering the drape to the ground. And I'm telling you what, dogs love it. Once they get over it, they love it. They love, love, love this obstacle. In fact, in a second, I'll tell you about a problem that normally occurs with them. Okay, but I'm going to take this thing all the way down to day one. Never trained a dog before on the tunnel. As you see here, I'm just going to make this thing collapse about as short as I can make it. And then I'm going to sandwich it here with these sandbags. And if we have a dog that's really afraid of tunnels, we'll take these sandbags and we'll tie a line over it so it goes over to the other sandbag. You just don't want it rolling around. You don't want to get halfway through it and suddenly the other end of the tunnel collapses or starts moving on them. Okay, once you have this, then you can come up here with your dog, show them all the way through. With Captain, I simply just took a ball. I took a ball and I threw it right through the tunnel, and there was no big deal. Other times, we have someone, the owner of the dog, stand on the other side of the tunnel, get down on their knees, peer into the tunnel, call their dog through the tunnel. Evan, go ahead and call Captain. Captain, come on. Good job, just like that, just like that. So there's a couple different ways. If your dog is ball crazy like Captain, throw the ball, they'll go. Another way, go to the end, just like we did. Kneel down, call your dog. You can even crawl halfway in this. However, I have some of the most funniest stories. I won't share them with you today. I'll share them with you another time. Of what happens when dog and owner end up in the middle of the tunnel together. And then it starts to roll and collapse and everything else. It is funny. Okay, and then the last way that you can do this is have a dog that is super confident about the tunnel and have your dog follow them. Follow the leader right through the tunnel. Right through the tunnel. Follow them through. Okay, so the command that we use for this is tunnel. Tunnel. Take your dog over to it. Cow dog. Let's go, buddy. Tunnel. Point to it. Shoots out that other end and go. You're ready to go to the next obstacle. Ready to go. Come on, cow dog. Tunnel. Run with them. Attaboy. Good boy. Good boy. Table. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. Attaboy, cattle dog. There you go. So, and then, of course, what I like to do is I just really like to make it hard on the dog. The more confident they become, we just throw in all sorts of obstacles along the way. Yeah, because then come competition, piece of cake, cattle dog. Let's go, buddy. Tunnel. Attaboy, cattle dog. Good boy, buddy. You the man. You the man. You the man. Have a lot of fun with it, guys. A lot of fun. Okay, well, I was going to tell you a second ago, one of the things that becomes a problem with the tunnel is they are so into it. Well, that pun was intended. It was intended. They're in it. They love the tunnel. So much so that they can go at the tunnel on a particular course is close to another obstacle. And many times they are. Many times you'll find the tunnel underneath or straddling it will either be the dog walk or the A-frame, just because of room constraints. And here's the problem. You're wanting your dog to go over that A-frame. It wants to go through that tunnel. So make sure you practice. Cow dog, leash up, buddy. Attaboy. Make sure you do a lot of pass-bys on tunnel. Let's go, cow dog. Come on. No. There you go. Pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. Heel. And it's just a fast heel. Heel. Attaboy. Pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. Heel. And then all of a sudden, tunnel. So that's the word, baby. That's the word. Attaboy, cow dog. So again, there's heel, 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 tunnel. Same thing. All obstacles. You don't get on obstacle, go over obstacle, through obstacle, unless I tell you to. Unless I say so. Same thing, we're gonna walk by the table. See Captain looking at it. Go by the table, good boy. Go by the table. No, there we go, good. Go by the table. Table, now you hop up there. Now you get up. And if I were you, I would find out if you're going to compete, in the competitions you're going to compete in, what do they require? Is it the sit or is it the down? In the beginning, when you're first entering these, so you're just having fun with your dog, pick one or the other. And that's what they do when they get on the table. But if you're going to advance beyond some sort of novice class, free cow dog. Make sure that your dog can do them both and do them instantly upon command. Okay guys, that's it. That rounds up the end of our dog agility week. I am so sad. I'm going to have a cow dog a moment of mourning, buddy. All right, well, we're off the video here, off the live. You and I'll do some more. How about that? Sound good? Cow dog, give me a hug. Oh, come on, you can give me a bear hug. Like, table, attaboy, down. Okay, guys, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I hope it's as beautiful as it's been here. I'm telling you, we've had some great weather, which means we do great training, and man, it's been a blast. And if you ever want to take dog agility, you know, we offer a course here from time to time, but I can definitely direct you to people who do it full time. That's what they do. I highly encourage you to either take a course or just do your own thing in your own backyard and have a lot of fun doing it. Okay, starting tomorrow, I've got a bunch of questions that have been building up this week, a ton of them, while people have patiently waited for Captain and I to just goof off this week and have a lot of fun. Now it's time to get back to work. I got some serious questions I'll be answering next week. So stay tuned for those, and if you have any questions of your own, send them in. But in the meantime, Dad and I are going to play for a little bit more. Enjoy your day. Get on free. Come on, buddy. Come on. Tunnel. Shoot through that bad boy. Attaboy, cow dog. Let's go this way. Tunnel. Attaboy, cow dog. Good job, buddy. Tunnel. All right, guys. Have a great day. Have a great day.